Hi there, Sean here from Refoundry. Welcome back to our Getting Started series. In this lesson, we'll delve deeper into working with blocks in the Gutenberg editor. Today we'll focus on using the toolbar features for heading, paragraph, and list blocks, including text alignment and transformations between blocks. We'll also learn how to add and replace images in our content. Let's jump in. Let's start by focusing on a heading block. I've added a heading block to our page, and I'll add some text. With the heading block selected, look at the block toolbar above it. You can adjust the heading level directly from the toolbar by clicking on this icon here. Clicking on it displays options from H1 through to H6. Let's change this heading to an H3. You'll see that the heading size adjusts accordingly. Choosing the appropriate heading level helps structure your content is an important aspect of accessibility and SEO. There's also a fun feature hidden in the More Options dropdown, here. In this toolbar, there's an option called Highlight. This allows you to apply a highlight to specific text within your heading. Let's try it out. I'm going to select the word Welcome and click on Highlight. This gives me a color palette. I'm going to choose pink. Now only the word welcome is highlighted in pink. This feature is great for emphasizing certain words or phrases in your headings without needing to resort to any code. Gutenberg allows you to transform blocks into different types without retyping the content. This can be a real time saver. For example, suppose we want to change this heading into a paragraph. With the heading block selected, we want to click on the transform icon here, represented as the block icon. From the options, I'm going to select paragraph. Now our heading is text as part of a paragraph block. Similarly, you can transform a paragraph back into a heading. The paragraph is now converted into a heading block. You could then adjust the heading level as needed. So in this case, I'll put it back to an H3. You can also transform paragraphs into lists. So after I place a paragraph block on the page, I'm able to convert this to a list. And you can see that it's automatically added this content to a list item block. This flexibility allows you to restructure your content quickly and efficiently. Now let's explore the toolbar options for a paragraph block. I'm going to add another paragraph block. And with this block selected, I'm going to take a look at the block toolbar that appears above it. There are several options. First, just like the heading block, I can change the alignment. Let's make this center aligned. I also have controls for bold or italics. This allows me to change the styling of any selected text. So if I want to make this bold and more italics, it's that easy. You can also see that we have a link tool. So once again, with the selected text, we can click the link item and put in whatever URL we would like to add. Click enter. By clicking edit, I also reveal additional advanced options. In this case, I want this to open in a new tab. Let's move back to this list block. I'm going to add a couple more items. With the list box selected, you can see that I have toolbar options that are different when I select the parent block. The parent block is where I'm able to choose whether this is an unordered list with bullet points or an ordered list with numbers. If I select the list items, you can see that options open up for indenting. So I can indent this item, which has now become a nested list item under the one previous. If I want to undo that, I reselect the parent item and click the outdent, and it returns back to item number 2. Let's take a look at images. I'm going to insert an image block to the page. An empty image block appears on the page, and I can move it up if I want to, or back down if I want to. You'll also notice that these arrows here exist on most toolbars. This is another way for us to be able to move blocks up and down. If I hover over this image block, I can see the Choose button. By clicking on this, I open my media library. Now I can drag and drop an image in here like normal, or I can choose an image and click Select. If I need to replace this image, it's as simple as clicking the Choose button again and selecting a different image. And that's it for this lesson. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out through our website or book a demo. See you in the next video.